Hello, thank you for tuning in to this week's section of reads. This should be on the YouTube channel James13 Wicca, in case you're seeing it somewhere else. The dice and decks I'm using are going to be listed below. Other than that, if you'd like a reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day. Hello, Aquarius. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. These readings are valid for whenever you come to them. That being said, what do we have for Aquarius? Knight of Cups and the High Priestess. They tried to push out of the deck and I put them back in. And they're like, we're showing up. So, like, we're here. Thank you. Oh, okay. We got the perfect right amount. We got 4 of these. That's it. Okay. All right, this is what we have. I do get something about people keep trying to be a problem, but I don't think you're letting that happen. It's like a side thing, because I kept getting like cards trying to push out and then they would push back in, ironically. There's something with this situation, or maybe just life going on right now anyway, where people are trying to get out of line. People are trying to be problems, and you're not allowing it. You're just like, before you do that, you're not doing that. Before this becomes an issue, we're not doing that. You're not doing that. We're not doing this. You're nipping it in the bud before it has a chance. I feel like we're just acknowledging that for some of you, that like you're doing that, and they're saying, yes, thank you, and that's good. You're helping your situations, but you're helping other people. You're not allowing certain people to become problems, and that's a very good thing. I also feel like it's exhausting with some of them, but some of you are doing it. Take that where it resonates. If it doesn't make sense, just move on from it. Don't worry about it. This situation, who is this? Who, like, that's a person. Like, it's the King of Pentacles, but who is this person to Aquarius in this reading? I don't know if I really like this energy. It doesn't have to mean anybody's good or bad or whatever. There can be good people that you just don't care for. It doesn't have to mean like, you know, nails and fingernails and teeth and all that stuff. It doesn't have to be like that. But there's just some people that I feel like you just don't care for. You just don't care for. It doesn't have to mean anybody's a bad person. And I get the 5 of Cups, which is kind of awkward, kind of like, I don't know that they're a bad person, but I could really do without. I feel like that's kind of how I feel about it. Like, I don't know what they're really like. I don't really want to. I feel like this is a person that I think deals in half-truths, and I don't really care for it. I do think that they're manipulative, but I question, like, the reason behind it makes me wonder. Because some people, like, I don't think being manipulative is a good thing. But it's looking a little deeper, going, well, they think they're doing the right thing. They think they're helping. But that's not really going well. That's kind of like, that's cheating people out of their own choices, and I don't really like that. It might be something like that. Now, this person here has a lot of secrets. And I don't know if you have anything to do with it or not. There's a lot of social energy here. And things are being exposed. This is awkward. I don't know. That person either knew or was a part of the problem. I feel like they're trying to skate around it like they don't know what's going on. I wasn't a part of that. I don't know what you're talking about. I feel like that's going on. I wasn't even there. I wasn't even on the planet at that time. Like, okay, sure. Where were you? Neptune? Was that fun? Okay. Did you take pictures? Love to see them. That was weird, but okay. I feel like they're playing that game, though. Oh, I wasn't there, even. How could I be a part of it? I wasn't even there. Meanwhile, you can see them on video. King of Pentacles, you were right here. That's you. That your face, your voice, the sound. That's you. That's you right there. This video, that's what we're talking about. I don't know what's going on with that, but there's a lot being exposed. This other person, they do seem to be getting away with things. And it's kind of like, why are people letting that happen? The truth is coming out. I keep seeing this. The way that the cards came down, that's the Queen of Pentacles. No, Queen of Cups. Yes. Queen of Cups. But the way it was hiding, it's like you can barely tell there's somebody there. This person is just like, oh, I gotta go on vacation now. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be out for 2 weeks. Oh my goodness. And then just not, it's almost like, you know when people leave the office and they don't give anybody a heads up? And then you send them an email and you get the you get the automated email back that says, you know, oh, I won't be back until, you know, hell freezes over or something. And it's kind of, okay. I didn't know that was going to happen. I keep getting this peeking out too. I'm like, what's going on with that? They're trying to keep an eye on the situation, yet they're trying to stay as far away from it as possible that they can get away with. I do feel like they're getting away with it too. I do. I don't like it. I don't know. Now, you know what you know, but I don't feel like you want to be in the middle of this. And I feel like I'm watching it play out, and I'm wondering what's good. Can we just see, what is Aquarius's connection to this main part of the situation when it's starting to happen? You're enjoying yourself is what I'm getting. Okay. You're enjoying yourself. And I don't know. I got the Two of Cups. You're enjoying yourself. I also got the World reversed. I'm not expecting anything is really going to change from this because I feel like it's just foolishness, which might be why you're not getting involved. You're like, I'm not going to point this out. I'm not going to say that so-and-so did what they did. Who cares? They're not going to do anything about it, and I'm just going to look like I'm the cranky wheel. Squeaky wheel. So why get involved? I don't feel like I believe anything is going to change. I don't think anything's going to change. It's enjoyable to watch. It's kind of it's a comedy of errors, whatever. I mean, all you can do is pretty much laugh at this point because I really don't think anything's going to change. I've seen this happen before. A big hubbub about nothing. The person who's causing the problems just goes and hides in the corner. They all let that person do that because they don't really want to deal with them anyway. And it passes by, and then we start the whole cycle again. You know. That's what I feel like I'm looking at, but I'm enjoying like the hubbub. I'm like, okay, y'all drive each other crazy. I don't really care. There's no point to being in the middle of it. It's just because it's just pointless. It's literally pointless, and it's going nowhere. People are the Knight of Cups and the High Priestess is like, we're gonna fix things, and there's a lot of hubbub about nothing is what I keep getting. The thing is, you're gonna find something during this whole process. What are you gonna find? The Moon card is in your control. Does that mean you know the mystery or you see the mystery? The Devil reversed, which means you're not bound by it. The Seven of Wands releasing, which means you're getting behind the wall. You're getting through, not totally, but enough to where I don't feel like this has control of me, but I'm starting to see some of the mystery. There's something going on here, and I'm like, oh, that's why they're allowing that. That's why they're doing all this. Something else is going on. We're doing this little circus while all that's going on over there. We're distracting you with this circus, and they're doing all that over there. I should have picked up on this before now. And I keep looking at it like, well, I mean, I knew something was fishy over there, but like, I didn't know that's what was happening. I wasn't looking that close. I didn't think it really mattered. It's kind of a circus of errors, so comedy of errors, excuse me. You're seeing the mystery. You're figuring out the mystery. I have a feeling, especially because Aquarius is known for their intellect, once you're aware of the mystery and you start figuring it out, you'll figure out what you want to find. You'll find a way to get the answers you're looking for. Aquarius is a master of starting a conversation, confusing the hell out of people wondering what was that about, Meanwhile, you got 50 answers out of one little conversation that they didn't even realize you were asking the questions. Because you know what you're asking, you know what you're trying to find. You're looking for like the in-between, like you're reading between the lines on most things, and you're finding out what you need to find out. So you're finding the answers to the mystery, and people have no clue what you're doing. There comes your bounty. Is this the 10 of Pentacles? I think so. Yep, 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles shows up. This is your bounty. You now have something. You now have something you can work with, and it's kind of like, okay, what do I want to do with it? I don't know if you're going to be aware of this, because I got 2 cards here, and I got one, I don't know, I'll see what happens when it comes my way. I'll just hold on to it for now, and I'll just see what else shows up. The Fool card is just kind of like no direction, just like, I like what I have. I'll hold on to it for now. We'll see what happens. I think there's a shelf life. I think there's a shelf life for this. 5 of Swords, a little cockeyed, and the Devil card, there's boundaries. The Devil card is boundaries. Like, I don't feel like I can hold on to this very long. You're going to have this, but it's not going to stick for very long is what I'm getting. For whatever reason, it just seems to have a shelf life. If you address that and identify it that way with the 8 of Swords, 8 of Swords, the 9, I keep feeling a 9 energy, like we need to finish this off. To me, the 9 is the last one. That's how I learned it in numerology. Like 9 is the 1, 0 is the reset, 1 is the new start. That's how I learned it. People feel differently. That's how I feel about it. But I'm getting like, we're trying to go to the end of this cycle. We're trying to get there, realizing that this bounty has a time limit. You can claim it, but it's not going to be there forever. And then just saying, do you want it or do you not? And then just moving forward the way you need to claim your bounty. It's not going to be there forever. It's not going to be there very long is what I'm also getting. It has a shelf life. It's going to depend on your situation, how long that shelf life is. If you decide to move ahead, it's a good card, but I don't know. I'm like, yeah, okay. So Judgment, halfway in, halfway out. So it's like some stuff is going to be in your favor, some not. The 9 of Swords is reversed. There's no stress here. Not for you. Not for you. I'm not saying there's no stress at all, but nothing like not negative stress, not like, oh my god, I got to deal with that. Nothing like that. Like sometimes there's deadlines, stress like that. That might be here, but nothing like, oh my god, I got to deal with that person. No stress like that. I don't see that here. The Judgment coming half in, half out. No, is it the World? No, that's the Judgment. 20 is the Judgment. I feel like I'm stuck with something, but it could be very advantageous. I feel like I get in with the crowd or in with the situation. Okay. The reason I see the Judgment half in, half out is because I know that once I get in and get my bounty, if I choose to take it, as long as I play nice, things go well for me. My grandmother was at Aquarius, and she could be very creative with her words if she wanted to be. I'm trying to think of the right word. She also knew when that was appropriate and when it wasn't. She was a school teacher, so she knew how to use her words as she wanted to when she needed to. And she had a lot of different facets, and she could use a lot of different qualities. She was just very choosy about when she used this aspect and when she used that aspect. And I think that's the half in, half out with the Judgment. It's kind of like, I'm going to like it. It's not super stressful, but it's going to get boring at times because I have to be careful what I say. And I can't shake it up too much. I got to get along. I got to keep people liking me. It feels very political. It's something you can definitely do. And it's one of those things where, all right, in this situation, for example, if it's a work situation or even a family situation in some instances, everybody's got to get along the best they can, and I got to make sure that I'm not seen as a problem. So I'm just going to play this very safe, very careful. I have other places in my life where I can vent this energy and I can articulate where I need to. I know some people who play Dungeons and Dragons, for example, and they get super creative during those times, and that's where they vent out that energy. Meanwhile, at work, they're very like, nope, I don't talk about this subject, that subject, or the other subject. If something comes forward, I just get right to the point, and I'm very careful. I'm not too colorful with how I explain things because it doesn't seem to go my way. It's very political, is what I keep getting. It moves forward, it's very loyal to you, but it's like, I have to play nice. And you get to keep it, so. It may be worth it. It's up to you whether it's worth it or not. It's a general read, you know? Anything else? All right, I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day.